Good morning, everybody. It's a nice, bright, sunny day today. Look at that, the sun is out. The birds are singing. The bees are humming in the trees. Yeah, we're back to the 124, W124 Mercedes Benz videos. I've got a few questions to answer. Someone did, was very So a few people were asking what condition this car is in, so I thought I'd do a quick video just to do an up close and personal, show the special quirks and features of the vehicle. So I'm just gonna do that real quick for you guys. This car here is a W124 chassis model. It's a 300 CE-24, which means it's got a 24 valve engine. And this car is not a garage queen. I do drive it. As you can see, it's parked outside. I wish if I had a garage to park it in. That way I could actually, keep it nice and clean all the time. So I tend not to wash it all the time, or I don't wash it too often because I just can't keep up with the level of dust and rain in Melbourne, because this is Melbourne, Australia. It rains often here. You wash the car today, in the evening it's dirty again because it rained. So this is not a garage queen, from as you can see, and it is also a work vehicle. It's a personal car, but I use it for work, all my little projects I'm doing, or running around. Look at my pants here. There's a high vis with the high vis things. I tend to just keep them around in the back seat there. The seats are in really good condition. I got my basketball that I used to play basketball, so I like to keep that with me just to remind me that I used to play, and if I need to go out and shoot my take a few shots, I can do that. Put my Bible there, Holy Bible. And here we got. Let's make sure I check what's in there before I show you guys. Alright, just a bit of tissue. So here we've got a little sliding compartment here, an ashtray. It's kind of, the clear coat is starting to peel, or it's cracking on the wood grain here. This can be reconditioned. The other seat is nice and fluffy as well. Leather's good. All the back seats are really good actually. Roof lining, got some dirt on it. Needs a bit of a clean. As I said before, it's not a garage queen. I do drive it as much as I can drive it. I got too many cars. I don't drive them all the time. I might drive this one for a week, put it to rest for a few weeks, rotate, drive another car like the Audi for a few more weeks. Got the visor with the mirror and the two lights. And it's the same thing on this side as well. Got the same thing on this side. So yeah, unfortunately it's not perfect condition. This is not mint conditions, guys. It's not mint. One of these popped out. I've got it somewhere stored in a spare box compartment, so I need to find another one of them. One day I will do that when I get to it, but it doesn't annoy me because it still stays up. So yeah, not hard to find. You got the wind, what do you call this, sunroof. Let's see if we can turn it on. I won't start the engine. The engine is dead cold. I haven't driven it. Look at the temperature. Oil, fuel, temperature's on 0. Dead cold. Look at that. The material, the fabric, it's in really excellent condition. Whoever restored this car before me, they started restoring it, but they didn't finish. They did a really good job with the paintwork, that's for sure. Door cards are really good. Again, just a few stains that need to be polished out. I'm not into keeping mint condition things, really, guys. I'm just not. It's got this fancy button here which you press Here we go, let's see if it'll work. No, couldn't. Oh, what the hell does it? Anyway, we'll come back to that. That folds the seats, but the engine is not running, so it won't fold. You got electric windows, power controlled windows, automatic position. Same thing with this one. You just press that button once and the thing goes down. Don't have to keep holding it down. Back ones as well. They all come down together. There you go. What else can I show you guys? Dual climate control. Really nice feature to have because you can actually what is it? Dual zone climate control. So you can set your temperatures from that end different to this end. So you can have it cold over here and hot over there. Air conditioning here and heater over there. Yeah, interesting. Really nice feature from the 90s, and maybe some of them in the 80s as well had that. I'm not sure, but this model started in the 80s, late 80s. This is a 1990 300 CE 24. Yeah, you got your headlight dipper, I think there, like you can raise and lower the levels of the headlights. 4 speakers, one there, 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 in the back corner. Not the loudest system in the world, obviously. They're 4 inches in there, 4-inch little speakers. Not the best. What else, guys? What else? Well, I'll switch this thing back off. We got your recycle, your air conditioning button here, your, what do you call it, the vent selector, your dual temperature settings. These are temperature settings, these round things. Hot, cold, DVD player with a screen that flips out. It flips out, guys. Right now it's having technical issues because when I pulled the face off, I actually disconnected one of the wires. Now I have to get that one working again, but it was working. And this is just my camera gear. This is a stand tripod. These are parts for the Supra. These are some of the parts for my other car, spare parts. So I got an engine at the builder's, engine rebuilder guy, and he's rebuilding it for me. And he needed some of the parts, so I went down there and gave him some of the old bolts that were missing. And that's another project that's coming in the future, in the near future. So keep up with my videos. There's just too many cars here. That's in the future. So let's forget about that. Let's go back to the features and quirks and features of the car. This is your mirror adjustment for that mirror there. So that's working. That's beautiful. I'm gonna go back to this. This is how you open your sunroof all the way. Somebody did ask me, does the sunroof work? And yes, it does work. There you go. It's even got the wind deflector, and that works beautifully. You can sit at 100 and you won't get much issues with the wind in this cabin. It's really beautifully aerodynamically designed. Seat adjustments, they're all working. Look at this. Press of a button and it goes down and up. It's one of those. Oh, it's fully electronically controlled. So yeah, and it goes up and down and everything slides backwards and forwards. They all do that. Nothing special there. Now, guys, I'm gonna go down to the engine. Oh, I'm supposed to be going to the shops right now, and instead I decided to stop and film a video. Oh, almost missed that. Let's see if we can do that again. Yep, somebody did ask me about that. Does it have this? And I said, yes, it does. And it still works. both sides. Beautiful car. Excellent. Excellent. One of the bad features about it is actually his door seal here. It's actually starting to it's broken down, so it needs a new door seal, which you can get from a Benz dealer. It's actually supposed to be velvety like this one right there. You can see it's all like velvety color or texture, but they're getting old. It's an old car. This is 1990, guys. It's a project, so you just keep on working on it slowly, and eventually you have a perfect car, a perfect Mercedes Benz. Here we go. Let's go under here. Oh, how am I gonna do this? All right, here we go. We're under the bonnet now. It has a little cover here that I've taken off because I was doing some distributor work. I put a new cap in here and a few bits and pieces in there, so I haven't put that back because if you keep taking them on and off, they will crack, and they're very expensive and hard to find pieces. So it's in a boot anyway, and it's got the big logo there. This is a variable valve. This is a twin cam, so it's got a cam this side and another cam that side, and this is your it's a variable valve timed cams. There's a solenoid there that controls the variations of the timing. It's dead cold. Look at that. Engine's dead cold. My hand is on there on the exhaust. There's no way you could do that. So I just wanted to show you that how it starts from a dead cold start. Everything's cold. Radiator's cold. This is in the morning. Let's give it a kick. Let's turn this thing over. Let's see how it sounds like. Okay, let's see how it starts. There you go. Cold start. It's running from a dead cold. Like, Oil is pumping through the system, so you can see the oil pressure is nice and high. It's got enough fuel. Temperature's low, 0. Vacuum gauge works. Your rev. Oh, it's actually kicked over 203 now. Oh, wow, I didn't realize that. 203,000 kilometers on the clock. Look at that. Fans work real powerfully too. Oh. Cold. Alright, so I'll take you to the front. Let's hear the engine from the front, from outside. These engines are a little bit loud, especially in the morning when it's just warming up, because right now it's got an air pump that actually turns on. It's like a air conditioner pump, compressor, and what it does, it pumps air into the exhaust system somehow, and it'll be on for about maybe the first minute or two of warming up, and then it will quieten down when it switches off. I'll show you where it is. Right there, that's the one there. Oh, it just switched off. I just heard it. It stopped pumping now. Exhaust is still, it's starting to warm up now. Wow, ooh. Yep, it's getting warm now. Radiator's cold. Radiator's dead cold. That's cold as well. But it's warming up. Yeah, look at that. This engine has never been degreased since I've had it in the last, whatever, 2 years, 2 and a bit years, almost 3 years. I've never degreased this engine. Look at that, 3 years. This is raw. Look at that. That's how much oil leaks you get from the seal here, which is not much at all. So once I degrease this engine, it's gonna look real nice, but I didn't want to do it because I wanted to repaint the rocker cover. The paint is flaking. Look at that. It's old. It's peeling off there. So yeah, needs a rebuild, needs a recoat here, repaint. All I've done is pretty much service stuff, you know, oil change, that kind of thing. Maybe I could show you. What could I show you? There's a couple of missing things. That's missing the lid. It's missing a lid, so I put some sticky tape on it, so just to stop all the what do you call it? All the dust going in there. Yeah, these motors work in a bottle. This one had a bit of a slow leak, so I sealed it up. I'm still working on this leak. It's not leaking anymore. This has been 2 weeks now. The water's been in there, hasn't come out. So just a little bit of a project. Look at that. Oil, dust, old dust from whenever I got it and before. So it's I'm gonna do a detail one of these days and just do a clean. This is raw. This is raw, untouched. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. Battery, 2017. It was installed. It still starts like new. Very good battery. This is I think it's an X-side battery. Bosch, everything's Bosch. ABS works. Mono wiper. Look at the angle. Look at that view. Red. This is a signal red color. Apparently they're special in some way. You have to be a Mercedes-Benz fanatic, I guess, or enthusiast to know much about that. I'm not an expert on Mercedes-Benz. I'm learning about them now as I go. But apparently something special. Oil. Let's check the oil. This oil is probably about 3 years old as well, because look at that. Oh, how can I zoom in? Look at the color of the oil. 3 years. This oil has been in there, and it's still gold. It's not even gone dark. 3 years. All I've ever done is top it up. I just don't drive it enough. I don't have enough. I don't do enough kilometers in this car to rack up the Ks so I can service it more often. I can't even service it once a year. Like once a year is maybe once every 2 years you change the oil. I would change the oil on this car because it just doesn't get driven enough. I take it to the shops and back, from here to church, to my friends, just for visits. But I don't even take it into the country much. Like I want to take it more. This year, if I've still got this car, if I don't sell this car in the near future, then my plan is to take it out, stretch its legs, and just take it for nice long cruises into the country area. I did go once, not very far away, but just one trip. It felt really nice. It was in a country. It's beautiful because it's quiet out there. It's quiet out there. It's quiet. Oh, we've got somebody coming with a noise. Sorry, guys. My camera was not recording. I was talking by myself. Oh, we're still rolling. Oh boy, we're still rolling. I'm gonna pop this roof then while we're at it. See you now. You'll be good.